Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking Multiversus Season 3. Now, we're going to be going over both the patch notes and other new stuff that wasn't mentioned on the Into the Verse stream and a few other things. Now, there's some pretty interesting stuff here, including brand new features that they just didn't mention for some reason. But really quickly, if you do enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We do a lot of Multiversus stuff here on the channel, so if you want to see more stuff like that, make sure to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Two new rifts were added in this update. The first one is the Nap Time is Over rift, which is available now, and then the Batman Megamix rift, which will unlock in 14 days on October 1st. Now, there have been some rift changes in this update. First off, gems can now be leveled up to level 20 instead of just level 10, but the total maximum XP and maximum strength are still the exact same. Current gems will scale to their new level based on their current XP, and level 10 gems will scale to level 20 with the start of Season 3. What this means is essentially your gems will become better twice as frequently in leveling them up instead of having to wait, but they will still have the exact same maximum power and same amount of XP required to reach the maximum. The rift difficulties are now also unlocked based on total gem XP rather than the average level of the player's top 3 gems of the category. We also have some new cosmetic stuff. First off, when you first log in, you will receive your season rank rewards for Samurai Jack and the banners. They've also added a new cosmetic rarity, being Elusive. Elusive seems to be essentially the limited time rarity, where anything with this rarity will only be available for a specific set amount of time. So the ranked rewards are all elusive rarity, and they've changed some of the previous cosmetics to be elusive as well. All of the founders cosmetics are now elusive, as well as the Foretold Champion banner and the Power in Waiting profile picture, both of which are from the beta. However, the Alpha Taz and the Alpha Tester banners are both still legendary for some reason and not elusive. We also have some other new cosmetics. First off is the Complex Dynamic profile icon, the Clues profile icon, the R+S Forever icon, and I believe the Round and Round icon is also new. And I'm 60% sure that the Gem Bubbles ring out is also new, but we also have a new event, being the Nap Time is Over event. And the mission rewards include a new badge for the Powerpuff Girls and the Buttercup profile picture. And in the store, the Powerpuff Dynamo Defense Pack includes a new profile picture as well, which is the Bubbles one, as well as a new outfit being the Dynamo suits for the Powerpuff Girls, as well as a brand new announcer pack for Mojo Jojo. This bundle also includes some of the new gems and another new feature being a Battle Pass tier. And while you could previously purchase these, and you still can, it seems like some of them will now be included in bundles with the exact icon that is shown here. We also have new Twitch drops, which are available right now, and it includes a Beacon sticker, a Blossom profile picture, and 100 Gleamium, so make sure you get that before that is gone. We also have a new store section, the Variant Store, which includes all of the variants from all of the characters that can now be purchased here. So you can now view them both in the characters menu and in the store. We also have a kind of new skin for Rain Dog, being the Astro Pup Rain Dog, which was originally available as a PS Plus pack during the beta, but is now available for purchase if you did not get that. Now, I mentioned the Nap Time is Over event before, but you can progress in this by getting objective stars on the experienced version of the new rift and get lots of Battle Pass XP and an Anubis companion. Now, with the new ranked season, we have new skins for the Powerpuff Girls, which look pretty good. There's also some ranked changes. First off, if you have a character in Diamond or Master, other characters will be adjusted to Silver 5 or Gold 5 after playing their first game. They also fixed a bug causing RP calculation to read inaccurate. Defeating players of a higher tier than you now has a higher minimum RP gain. Losing to players of a higher tier than you now has a lower maximum RP loss. So Overall, it should be easier to get higher. They also mentioned if they feel that the RP gains aren't appropriate for a significant difference in ranks, they will change it further with server hotfixes. The base progression in lower tiers has also been toned down a bit, as there are now multiple mechanisms to accelerate high skill and experienced players. The matchmaking also now favors games with players within a single tier, but may still fall back 2 tiers. Master 1 players will also now decay rank points for inactivity. Overall, the ranked changes seem pretty good. They now use open skill to calculate matchmaking rank instead of a customized version of Glico for matchmaking, and this should result in new and returning players getting more appropriate games for both ranked and unranked, which I don't know what any of those things really mean, but it sounds like some better matchmaking. Next, we have some map stuff. Starting off, they updated several map elements to support controller rumble feedback. For the Cromulon stage, the center floating platform size has been increased by 20% on both versions. The destructible map elements for all stages are now removed when hazards are toggled off. On Dexter's Lab 2, a new 2v2 variant was added with a 20% map size increase, and the original variant is now Dexter's Lab 2 for 1v1. For the Teen Titans Tower stage, the blast box width has been increased 5% on all versions of the stage, and the sidewalk off platforms are now removed when hazards are toggled off. And on Trophy's Edge, the floating platform sizes have been increased by 20% for all versions. The training mode will be receiving improvements to the user experience and user interface beginning with the Season 3 patch. They are also looking to improve the ease of use and provide optimal training conditions. They've added a hit stun combo counter to training mode. They've improved the timing when resetting in training mode and changed the bot behavior to not return to the spawn location after being hit. They've also made some movement changes this update. Certain air attacks now maintain more momentum during attack startup. Certain air attacks now allow fast fall during attack startup. Certain air attacks now maintain less momentum when executed as part of dodging off of a platform ledge. Certain air attacks now maintain less momentum in the direction opposite the fighter's facing during the attack. Wall and ceiling terrain bounces no longer count as a terrain bounce for triggering an automatic tech. Only floor bounces. The automatic tech animations are canceled immediately if a fighter is forced into the air for any reason. Certain ground dodge animations have been sped up, so fighters are less likely to have trailing hurt boxes when their invulnerability ends. They also fixed an issue where instant dodge aerial specials consumed an air special resource, and they fixed an issue where instant dodge aerial specials consumed an air special resource. Now, we also got some of the leaked perks added to the game in this update. First off is the Broken Wings perk. If you get knocked back while you have no jumps remaining, you gain an extra jump, which seems pretty interesting overall. Then we have the Blind Spot Guard. If an enemy dodges your melee attack, you will briefly gain some gray health. I'm interested to see how both of these actually work in action. Also made some major character buffs, debuffs, that kind of thing, as well as some major character changes specifically to Batman. So his dash attack has been completely replaced. His original sliding kick attack is now been replaced with this really interesting attack. It's kind of a 1-2 punch, but you'll notice that when you knock someone off stage, it kind of seems like it has a downward trajectory, but you'll also see that his down normal attack has also been changed. So his down normal attack is now the kick that was replaced. And you'll notice he still has the little extra kick on the side. But if you land this attack and then you follow it up with another button press, you will do the leg sweep armor breaker. And also, I didn't mention, but yeah, this dash attack also is an armor breaker. So overall, some pretty good changes to Batman that should make him a lot more versatile. Now, they've also changed a lot of the other characters, so I'm gonna go over most of these. First off, we have Agent Smith. His ground side attack startup window has been reduced 1 frame. His hit stun has been increased. His hit pause has been increased. For the ground down attack, the knockback angle has been made more downward to allow ground bounces. For Arya, for Banana Guard, his ground up attack on hit cancel window has been advanced 4 frames. His air neutral attack on hit cancel window has been advanced 1 frame. The knockback angle has been made more downward as well to allow ground bounces. For Batman, on top of the stuff I mentioned earlier, his air ground neutral knockback angle has been made more downward to allow for ground bounces. His hit pause has been increased for it. For his ground up attack, the hit pause has been reduced. Black Adam has been pretty majorly nerfed. His ground down attack now applies a 6-second cooldown for the lightning tendril projectile, which makes sense. And the air neutral attack hitbox size has been reduced by 10%. The hit pause has been reduced as well. The air ground neutral special startup window before charge has been reduced by 5 frames. And once chain lightning has hit an enemy, that enemy is now immune to chain lightning for 6 seconds. As someone who kind of has enjoyed playing Black Adam, don't love this honestly, but his air ground side special now costs 1 unit of dodge meter, which I don't like either, because kind of the whole fun part of that ability was being able to dodge enemies without having to use your dodge meter. The ground down special projectile shield is also now destroyed when Black Adam is wrung out, which I will say makes sense. That's fine. Now, they did mention that Finn will be receiving changes soon, and that the overall combo game for him will be kind of altered while also bringing focus away from the offstage carries, which are really frustrating previously. So very interested to see that. And the patch for him in general during this update is basically to address the backpack being a little bit overpowered. First off is the air neutral attack, which now maintains more momentum and now allows for fast fall during the attack's startup. The repeat move lockout has been increased to 20 frames from 8 frames. The air down special has had its hit stun reduced. The knockback angle has been made more downward to allow ground bounces. The hitbox size is now consistent regardless of coin value, which apparently it was different based off of how many coins you had. The backpack strength perk has been nerfed quite a bit. Up special maximum knockback bonus from coins has been reduced 125 from 225. The dash attack maximum knockback bonus from coins has been reduced to 100 from 200. And the maximum damage multiplier from coins overall has been reduced to 1.25 from 1.5. Garnet has overall been really buffed. First off, she has a brand new signature perk being Thunderclap. With this perk, performing a ground up special after placing Garnet's electrical trap will detonate it immediately. The hurtbox size has been reduced. The hurtbox size has been reduced on Garnet's gauntlet. The ground down attack now applies armor on startup after a charge threshold, and now has hitboxes on Garnet's gauntlets that hit fighters downwards. Uncharged, the shockwave projectile speed has been increased 15%, while the maximum charge speed has been unchanged. The air neutral attack on with cancel window has been advanced 4 frames. For the air ground neutral special, rhythm buff can now be stacked a 3rd time, granting Garnet and her ally a projectile shield. The sync time required to charge a rhythm buff has been buffed, making it 0.65 seconds instead of the original 0.75 seconds. The rhythm buff stack duration has been decreased to 5 seconds from the original 7. Iron Giant has also received a large amount of changes and adjustments specifically to Rage in this patch. First off, the burst cooldown for his Rage mode has been increased to 45 seconds to match the default cooldown timing. The ground down attack startup window has been reduced 3 frames. The knockback has been increased to 1550 from 1450. Iron Giant now moves forward while performing this attack, making it easier to connect it. The knockback angle has been made more horizontal. On hit window has been delayed 5 frames. For his ground up attack, the startup window before charge has been reduced 2 frames. For his air neutral attack, the final hit knockback will now always hit away from Iron Giant, and the knockback angle will be has been made more downward to allow for ground bounces. The Rage ground side attack projectiles now ignore platforms. The Rage ground down attack no longer spawns a shockwave. Jake has had his ground side attack 1 startup window reduced 3 frames. His ground side attack 3 has had its knockback increased to 17.5 from 16.5. His ground neutral attack has had its uncharged knockback increased to 1600 from 1500. The uncharged knockback scaling has also been increased to 19 from 18.5. The knockback angle has been made more horizontal. The startup window has been reduced for 4 frames, and the on with cancel window has been delayed 8 frames. For his ground up attack, the forearm and hand hurtbox are now invulnerable during the attack if charged at least 50%. For his ground down attack, the startup window before charge has been reduced 2 frames, and the knockback has been increased to 1450 from 1250, but the repeat move lockout has been increased to 15 frames instead of 8. The air neutral attack knockback has been reduced to 1400 from 2000, which is a huge nerf. The knockback angle has also been made more downward to allow for ground bounces, which should kind of balance out the nerf. For his air and ground neutral special, Jake can no longer jump while he has enemies within his stomach, which is a really weird thing to say. And the eating time has been reduced to 7.5 seconds minimum from 2 seconds, so victims can now more easily escape, and the enemies can now escape if Jake attempts to ring him out in the bottom of the blast zone. LeBron has been kind of buffed, specifically without his basketball. So first off, his basketball hitbox size has been increased to better match the visuals. His ground side attack with the basketball has had its hitbox size increased, and the hitbox active duration has been increased as well, 2 frames. The ground side attack without the basketball has had its startup window reduced 3 frames. His ground neutral attack with the basketball has had its startup window before charge reduced 3 frames. Uncharged damage has been increased to 6 from 5, and the uncharged knockback has been increased to 1850 from 1750. The uncharged knockback scaling has been increased 22 from 20. The charge maximum knockback multiplier has been reduced to 1.75 from 2.25. For his ground down attack with the basketball, once again, hitbox has been updated. The knockback angle has been made more downward to allow ground bounces. His ground side attack without the basketball has had its startup sped up by 6 frames, and the ground down attack without a basketball has had its startup window reduced 6 frames, and the on-hit cancel window advanced 18 frames. The ground up attack with no basketball has had its startup window reduced 6 frames. The hitbox active duration has been increased 3 frames, and the on-hit cancel window has been advanced 5 frames. LeBron now also moves forward while performing this attack to make it easier to connect. Marvin has also been buffed for some reason. I don't feel like Marvin needed a buff, but his ground dash attack has had its damage increased to 8 from 6. His dash attack now connects better. The first part of his ground side attack has had its hit pause reduced. The second part has had its damage increased to 4 from 3. The on-hit cancel window has been advanced 1 frame. The hit pause has been reduced, and now it can on-hit cancel into a faster version of the ground up attack. The ground down attack has had its hitbox size reduced, so the attack is less likely to hit behind Marvin. Next, for Shaggy, his ground side attack part 1 has had its hitbox size reduced so that he doesn't hit behind himself. His ground up attack knockback has been reduced. His ground knockback influence multiplier has been increased to 1.25 from 1.0. His air down attack now maintains more momentum when executed as part of a dodge special. When charging in the air with his neutral special, he will now slowly fall, and the maximum rage duration has been reduced to 7 seconds from 12 seconds. His sandwich healing has been reduced to 2 damage from 5 damage. His air/ground side special with the rage has had its on with cancel window delayed 4 frames. Tom and Jerry has received a lot of changes. First off, the ground up attack can no longer on-hit cancel into dodge or ground side attack while the attack is active, so that you can no longer be infinitely comboed by the stupid ping pong paddle. Thank you. For his ground neutral attack, the on-hit cancel window has been advanced 10 frames, and the knockback angle has been made more downward to allow for ground bounces. And that's it. Now, I didn't include this because it was kind of just me repeating the exact same thing for most of the attacks, but essentially, the momentum for a lot of the attacks has been increased or lowered, and it's kind of hard to actually understand how much it has been changed, so I'd recommend reading and then testing it out for yourself. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video because I'm really tired. That's everything. We're gonna talk about some leaked stuff from this update soon. There's actually a lot of stuff that was leaked, so I'll talk about that soon. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.